chatting with the brain behind rebranding the Nigerian fashion industry. We'll be chatting with Mr. Yomi Casual. Nice having you on the platform, sir.
How are you doing?
Good. On a nutshell, what's the inspiration behind your brand and how did it all start?
Okay, as a born artist, sure a lot of people don't know that about me. I'm an artist, I paint, and so that's where I drag most of my inspirations from. So I've been able to put my ideas on paper and transform them on fabrics, and and that's the result we've been enjoying for the past 15 years. And Yomi Casual started since 2007. I'm sure a lot of people know the story about me, how it all started. How my other sister made a mistake while filling my jam form, and she filled fashion design instead of fine and applied art. Because I'm an artist, I was supposed to study art in school, so that was why I found myself in fashion. So yes, I was a polytechnic, and it was quite frustrating at that time because nobody wanted to be a tailor. Way back in 2002, 2001, nobody wanted. You can't confidently say, I want to be a tailor. Your father will kill you. No parents so proud to say that my son is a tailor, my son is a designer. But thank God we were able to redefine it and switch the game up, and a lot of people now are even quitting their job to become a designer now.
Make it more attractive.
Yes, of course.
So what's the inspiration behind the name Yomi Casual?
Yeah, the name is from Omoniyi Makun, and the casual came from my own definition of what people should see my product as. People think casual is meant to be boring, so I was like, no, casual is not meant to be boring. I have to switch it up. And that's where the casual came from. So Yomi is from Yomi.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is your greatest challenge, like running a fashion home as big as yours in Lagos, Nigeria? What is your greatest challenge?
So many challenges, and I keep saying the major one is the fact that we don't have constant power supply. It's a big problem. It's a very huge challenge for us as an entrepreneur in general, not even designers, as an entrepreneur in general, because if we have steady power supply, trust me, our income will increase, and that's a major challenge for me, the power supply. It's not that easy for people like us because we want a luxury brand, right? So you don't want to walk into your casual store and say the AC is not working, the lights is not on, or you say, go on again, we get customer. We have passed that stage, so the light has to be on 24/7. Either we have a working customer or not, the light has to be on, and that's a lot of money. Another thing I feel we can also work on is the fact that if I pray definitely in the nearest future we'll get to that level whereby you can come up with a design and you can own it. You can say this is mine and nobody's allowed to do it. If you have to do it, you have to come to me. Then every designer in Nigeria will be a billionaire, right? Yes, instead of taking my product to someone else to mass produce for you and everything, because only in Nigeria you can confidently mass produce a product and come and show me to my face like, guy, I get that right too. It's crazy, So hopefully I pray that we get to that level whereby you can own your design and you make money from just one design. You don't need to make so much. One design can almost buy you a house if you sell to the whole world. Yeah.
So some people have the opinion that the designer's wares are very expensive, like you have to be very rich to own a designer's wear. So do you make clothes for average people?
Everybody with a target market. Everybody with their own target market. If you're starting a business, I don't know who are your target markets. So for me, I started on a normal ground. My clothes was it's still very affordable though. It depends on what you call expensive. It depends on what you want. It depends on how you want to look. If you want to look good, it costs you so much to. You want to look good. This is not cheap. So the other ones are cheaper than this, but you want to look this way. You want to feel this way. So it's your choice. So there's nothing expensive. It's just your choice in your pocket.
So what are the qualities for one to be a good designer? What are the qualities?
I stopped saying this. I stopped saying this is what you have to do to be a designer because I believe what works for me might not work for you, right? But I can always share my 1 or 2 cents and say, okay, fine. First off, we have a lot of designers right now. too many people calling themselves designers. Let me use that word, right? Because it's not a very easy market to just venture into. Just get a sewing machine and get your voice start working for you, and you get a very big name, very fine name. Somebody can only pronounce their name, their business name. Give us a very fine name, and you're in business. Do a very attractive complimentary card, and you're in business. But that's not what it is. I always tell people that you have to master the art.
It goes beyond that.
Yes, it goes beyond that, because some of them can last in the industry more than 2 years or 3 years. After 3 years, they're out of business. They are no longer in business. They are out of business. So you need to master the art. You need to understand the industry. So you should be able to defend your work. Some people can't really spot a bad job. So, and if you didn't go through the stress of learning your craft, to master your craft, how do you defend the product? Or a bad job, you can spot a bad job, and you keep having issues upon issues. So you stop going to the short corners. Go and do what is right. Yeah.
Okay. So what's the craziest thing you've heard about yourself? Like, you've heard people say things about you. What's the craziest thing you've heard people say about you?
Okay, fine. They always say, Yomi Casual a Yahoo boy. And I was like, wow, okay, no problem. And the other one, some people say, I'm gay. I say, okay, nice one. So no problem now. No, thank you. If he's going on, no problem.
Okay, so what's the least price you've charged for a service or making an outfit for someone? What's the least price you've charged?
From years back or from now?
Yeah, from years back.
When I started, my cost was like 7.5.
Okay.
In 2007, I was selling up and down 7.5, from there to 10K, 15K, 20, 30, like, yeah.
So you now grow to what it is today?
Yes.
Have you ever felt like giving up? Like, when you find yourself at that spot where you think you feel like giving up?
Yeah, I think that happens to almost any entrepreneur, like any businessman. If you ask all of it, they'll tell you the truth. At some point, you start asking yourself, am I really born to do this? Was I supposed to be doing this? God, show me the right thing to do. You might not, if you are not even careful, you start running a new business. Instead of you to invest more time on this same business. So I felt that way so many times, but that was in 2010, 11. I felt like, because the complaint was coming too much, due to your tailors are not meeting up with time and everything, so it was just too much. And the kind of clients I had then, all my clients were in Abuja, then 2008, 10, 11. Those men were threatening with everything in this life. So it was really scary. I was asking myself, quit this job, so we start something else,
So how do you handle setback?
I learned something from a friend, and since then that has really helped me. Said what you can't handle, don't bother yourself.
Wow.
Yeah, don't bother yourself. Just leave it. You have to fall back into place. Just more like you are getting on an aircraft to wherever destination, and you are the only one there shaking. Hey, the plane will crash. Calm down, relax. Nothing. Can you control the plane? You can't control it. Just relax there, sleep, and yeah, and that's it.
So, how do you balance family and work?
Family and work. I think I'm one of the most luckiest guy in this world, because I got married to a woman who understands me very well. She understands my business. She understands while we're dating. She knew what she was about to enter. Like, okay, fine, this guy they close late, normal. And when she called me, I try to also balance it by most time there's a camera in my office which she can see what is going on. She will just see that I'm still in the office. She can see that I'm there. So when I tell her that I'm in the office, she knows I'm in the office. So we grew into that, and now it's fine. Like, yeah, so
it's kind of transparency.
Yeah, yes, of course, it's very, very important. You have to create that. Yes, you have to create it. If you do that, the woman will go and sleep. She will relax, Then, and also, I don't play with for my family when it comes to weekends. Weekends for my family. All my friends know me. Every Saturday, you only see me at home, except we are outside together. But Saturdays, you will see me at home with the family, playing with my children and everything. So I think that's the only time I have for them. So yeah. So
you give them your weekends.
And weekends for them, dedicated to them. Except say the money bigger, one kind of more for us.
So if you're not a fashion designer, what would you have become?
If I'm not a designer, I'm an interior designer.
Okay.
Yes, I'm an interior designer. And I can completely say I'm a businessman because being a fashion designer is not enough. If you are not business oriented, you still won't go that far. You know, there are a lot of people that are very talented. We have designers everywhere. They are very talented. I even see some of them when I see their work, I'll be like, Jesus, where's the tinkle? Like, you know, but if you have to be business oriented, you need to understand the business part of life to maintain that brand or to remain in that industry. So that's very, very important. So I can say I can be a businessman. I can do almost anything.
Okay. Anything legit that's...
Legit, yes. I didn't have the legit part. Legit, yes.
Okay. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
We always say I will see myself in the next 5 years. I want to be done with that. Yeah, but we don't know. God knows what will be in the next 5 years. You know, so I can easily just say in the next 5 years I'll be driving a Rolls Royce. I will own a private jet. I will have one of my branch in the sky. You know, it's very easy to say that, but yeah, it's just God. Whatever plan God has for us, we don't know where God is taking us to. So, and I believe that it has been the reason why I'm where I am today. So I know where He's taking me to, and this is awesome. Yeah.
So, what is your advice for young people who look up to you? A lot of people actually look up to you, and a lot of people draw inspiration from you. So, what's your advice to such people?
Nobody said it was going to be easy, so don't let anybody deceive you. This industry is not that easy. It's not. You really need to dedicate yourself. You need to be involved. You need to be fully involved. There is no shortcut. There is no shortcut at all. Like I mentioned earlier, you need to master your craft. You should be able to defend your products. And also, I always say this: if you cannot sketch, get an illustration, someone that can illustrate for you. So that person can be able to put your ideas on paper. You know, I think that's one of the easiest way to even convince a client. If you are here right now and you're telling me about the design that you want, and as you're talking, I'm sketching for you and I'm showing you what it's going to look like. Already you feel relaxed, like this guy knows what he's doing. Sure. You know, so it's just small psychology that you just use on your customers. You know, so master your craft, know what you're doing, and be consistent. I always say to entrepreneurs, you can be consistent doing nothing too important and you will still be valuable. They'll see value in you. Why? Because you're always in their face. Every day they see you. You see some artists keep dropping new jam, even in hospital. But that artist's name will forever remain in your mouth. Yes. So that person will forever remain in your head. Everywhere you turn, you see him. Even if you not like him, you not get choice. I will be in your face steady. So that's one thing that I've been able to do. Whenever people ask me, how are you doing after 15 years? You are still there. You are still relevant. How are you doing it? I say yes. You have to keep putting out products, your designs. Keep doing it, even if they don't like it. Sometimes you put out a design and you may just sell no more than 10 or 15, but no problem. Life goes on. Bring that one again. You know, instead of you relaxing to enjoy the money you have made, just keep investing on your brand. It's very, very important.
Keep showing your face.
Yes, of course.